Hi and good morning. It is morning here, and I thought I would do a video of my everyday foundation routine, which basically is what I do on a daily basis when I get ready to go to work. I've already done my eyes and my brows, but very neutral, so it's not going to be very, which tends to be what I do wear to work as well. I tend to wear very neutral eyes, except occasionally when I get adventurous and then, I look at myself in the mirror and I think, oh, I'm not sure if I can go to work with this, but what the heck. Anyway, so I don't have anything on my face right now. I've washed my face and I've put some toner on, and I've just decided that I'm going to go through the entire routine and just show you how I do it. I don't know how long this video is going to take, but I'm going to take a shot at it. But these are all the things I've got piled up together to show you that I'm using foundation, moisturizer, and everything. And I'm just going to go through everything step by step. It's going to be a little awkward. If I look down or look to the side, it's because I'm using my BH Cosmetics palette that's got a mirror in it, because I don't actually have a mirror. I probably need to go out and buy one that I can set to the side and look at so that I know what I'm doing. So I'll put that down and grab for it when I need it. Actually, I might. Oh, goody. No, that's not working. Hang on. This is very... Don't fall, because I don't want to break my eyeshadows. Okay, good. Okay, I've got the mirror on the side, and so if I'm looking to the sides, because I'm just checking what I'm doing on my face. I'm just going to put my hair back, and right, 2 minutes of blathering on, I'm going to get started. So, to begin with, it's winter here at the moment, and it's a little dry, and my skin's a little dry, so I use a serum on top of my moisturizer just to give me a little extra hydration. And I am using the When Hope Is Not Enough from Philosophy, and it's a really, really nice little serum. So I just get it in the dropper, one drop, and I smooth it all over my face. So this is a little mini skincare routine part 2. And then moisturizer, at the moment I'm using my Exuviance Daily Defense Moisturizer. It's been in a couple of, what do you call those things? Favorites videos. And I'm really enjoying it, but I'm starting to run out. So it's about how much I use. 2 drops for the face, 1 for the neck, and I just smooth it on. You should never ever forget your neck when you're putting on skincare and moisturizers and creams and serums and things like that, because you want to look after the skin on your neck too. Okay, so while my moisturizer is still wet on my face, then I put on an anti-shine, and I cannot live without anti-shine. At the moment, I'm using the Eve Pearl Anti-Shine Mattifying Gel in fair to medium. And I've found that this works reasonably well for me. Depending on the combination, and I use about this much. Depending on the combination of foundation I use with it, I blot once a day. I haven't had to powder much, and I sometimes, depending on the foundation, don't even have to blot, which is a really good thing. So I only apply this, as you can see, on my T-zone, and it applies better with moisturizer underneath because it just gives it a little bit of slip. Okay, so I'm done with my moisturizer and my anti-shine, and next I go in with a primer. At the moment I'm using the Tarte Poreless 12 Hour Primer, and oops, that is quite nice. I'm finding my moisturizers, my foundations do last all day with it underneath. So I've been really happy with it. It's about how much I use, if you can see that. And I just smooth it all over my face. It feels really nice. I think it's got silicone in it, or dimethicone, and it makes my skin feel really smooth. So once this is done, normally, I'm not going to do it today, but normally I get dressed. So I let the primer set for 2 or 3 minutes while I'm getting dressed, and I find that actually works quite well in terms of then having something, you know, for my foundation to sit on. And today I've decided to use my Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. This is not focusing, there it goes. And I use this in the color Ivory, 100 Ivory. This is a really nice foundation. I love the way it looks. It's very glowy without being dewy or shiny, and it's a fantastic evening going out foundation, I find. And I use about that much, which is 1 and a little bit of a pump. And I like to use my fingers with my foundation. I'm just checking it in the mirror to make sure I'm smoothing it all properly. And of course, as I usually do, I always manage to get it on my brows. And I have something in my eyelid. Oh, okay, it's gone. Okay, so that's the foundation on. I do like using my fingers because I find the warmth of my fingers really melts the foundation into my skin, and it does blend really nicely. I do have brushes and sponges, but I only use my brushes and my sponges when I find that my fingers don't work. And lately, I've just been using my fingers a lot. So I'm just going to clean off my hands on a baby wipe. And now that my foundation is on, and you'll notice that I don't actually use any under eye concealer. I don't have dark circles under my eyes, so I don't use a lot of under eye concealer. The only time I really use under eye concealer is if I know I'm doing like a photo shoot, or if I'm going out at night, or if I'm going out for a special event or something like that. So the next step is, I think I'll fix my brows actually. So I'm using the don't know if you can see, this is the 3N Makeup Forever brush, and it's just a little square headed brush like that. And my brow powder is actually just a brown eyeshadow, a matte brown eyeshadow, and it's by Evolve at the moment. And I don't have a particular favorite, and it's in the color Glimpse. This is an Australian brand, and I bought this years and years ago, so I don't actually know if it's still around. Sorry, I'm going to have to look at the bigger mirror to do this and not just use the viewfinder because I can't see properly. I normally do my brows after my foundation, so I don't have this problem where, you know, I've got foundation all over my brows. I tend to end up getting foundation all over my brows because I'm just, I don't know, it's just something I do. Okay, so what have I got? Eyebrows, foundation, powder next. And powder lately, at least in the last week, and I've been using this a lot. I'm really enjoying this. This is the Coty Airspun powder. It's a loose powder that my friend Tessa sent me from the US. Can't actually get it here in Australia. And have to say, not a fan of the mess that I get from a loose powder. But learning to live with it. So powder, I use this big fluffy Bobbi Brown powder brush. And before you go, oh, Bobbi Brown brush. This is actually, I don't know, I got this on eBay and it was like a set of 20 or 30 brushes for $28, and this is one of them, and they all came tagged with Bobbi Brown. I don't know if they're fake, I don't know if they're factory seconds, no idea. But it's a really nice brush and I really enjoy using it. So I always set my foundation with powder, particularly because I get oily in the T-zone and shiny throughout the day, and I do like the little bit of extra coverage I get from using a powder. And this is a really, really nice powder. I've been really enjoying it. I think it's like probably in my top 2, this powder. So it's powder done, and then the next thing is blush. Blush, blush, blush. I am using the Milani Baked Blush, and this is in the color Luminoso, which is a super, super popular blush color. And I just tap it in and tap it on and hopefully get enough color, but not so much that I look like a clown. This is actually a really very pretty color. I really do like it. And then if I find I've gotten too carried away, I just go back and blend a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And last thing I do is lip color, and this is the Maybelline Color Whisper, and this is in the color Cherry on Top, which looks like this. And there you go. I am done. And this is what I do every day just before I go to work, when I'm getting ready to go to work. I don't use a bronzer when I go to work during the day, and I also don't use a highlight. Yeah, so it's just this is pretty much it. So this is sort of an everyday look for me. So yeah, that wasn't so bad. This is the first time I've actually done like everything except for my eyes in front of camera, and it was not as difficult or painful as I thought it was going to be. So yay! Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye!